Hey there, and welcome to Hot Seat. And we are here to explore the reasons of why. What's the why? What's the purpose? What drives business owners to do what they do? I'm your host, Kel Holliday, and I am enjoying the fact that we can explore people's why and motivate others. So stay tuned for this exciting new episode. 15 minutes, fast paced. Let's do it.
Well, welcome again to another version of Hot Seat. And today, I just thought I'd actually take some time to be able to tell you a little more about the background of Hot Seat and what it's all about, and also maybe a little bit about ourselves and a little bit about my background myself. So, Hot Seat itself was always intended to be able to be about the person's why. Why are you doing what you do? Why are you in business to do what you do? And so many people get into business purely simply to replace a job. And business is not necessarily about that. It can be, but business is about having the freedom to be able to grow and to accelerate people's either wealth position or their life position, and to be able to make it happen. And Hot Seat is a facilitator of capturing different people's whys to help empower people, to help business owners to understand that business can be a lot better than what they think it can be. And so today on Hot Seat, we're going to actually look at my why. Why am I actually doing Hot Seat? Why am I doing the Transformational Hub and the businesses we do? So just to give you some background, my name is Kel Holliday. I'm the founder and CEO, or I actually call myself the head adventurer of the Transformational group of companies. And the reason why I got into business originally is I've seen a very much a group of people, business entrepreneurs, who are really struggling with their why, struggling with how to actually find time and freedom. And the reason why I've seen it so clearly is because it first happened to me. So my background, I had a lot of different things that I've done a lot of things in my past. I've owned a number of different businesses, and every business I owned for many years basically trapped me. And I become a slave to the business. And so long hours, stress, all those sorts of things were happening. And I had a nervous breakdown. I had all sorts of health issues. I become morbidly obese, and I had all sorts of struggles because my business took up so much time. I had no time for myself. And so I was putting all my time in the business and not enough time into what I do as far as life is concerned. And I had, a lot of people call it work-life balance. I just call it life balance. All right. Of course, if you actually have a job that you love to do it. Great. You don't have to be in business. If you have a business, you need a business that you love to do. And I've always loved doing what I do, but it trapped me. And so what happened is, over a period of time, I got a number of different mentors, a number of different people in my life who really helped me see the difference between a job and being a business owner and entrepreneur. And it was that moment in time. But a guy by the name of Dale Beaumont was the one that really opened my eyes. Business Blueprint. He's an exceptional man, and he helped open my eyes to what's possible. And so I set out to be able to get my business to have the systems in it, to be have the automations in it, to have all the different things I needed, the right people on the right seat. Jim Collins says it beautifully. And you've got to have the right people in the right bus, all right? And once they're inside that bus, they've got to be in the right seat. And sometimes we put different people in the wrong seat. We put the wrong person in the driver's seat. And so we head off in the wrong direction. As the business owner, that's your job. You take us from destination to destination, right? And the people in the bus are the ones that actually help you to actually get there and do the work behind it. So that's what my background is. A lot of different problems, and I needed to make a change. So in 2018, I'd done a lot of changes, sold some businesses, started some other ones. And I set it out in my mind. I said, I'm going to create freedom. And that's what I did. I created freedom. I now travel as much as possible, depending on COVID. So I'm now traveling. I'm in Asia at the moment, having a great time. But the reality is I can do things when I want to do them. And that's what I call freedom. You might call freedom something different. So when I say I've got time, I've got freedom, I've got time and freedom to be able to do what I want to do. I can work from my mobile phone most of the time, right? I do this on a laptop, but that's what it's about. And so my why now is now I've found that freedom. I haven't got it 100% to where I want it to be. I'm still working towards that. I now love to help other business owners and entrepreneurs to find their freedom. And I do that. I love to do that. I do it in 3 ways. All right. I help them first with their mindset. If you're not ready to actually have freedom, if you think that your business is about you, all right, you haven't got the right mindset yet. You've got to get a mindset where you can empower other people to be able to do the job. Where you have a vision and a strategy. All right, you have your systems and everything set up, which is the second part. And you want to get accelerated systems in there. Then you have all the tools ready to go. You have all the different applications that you need. And you don't need a lot, right? Most people think, oh, you need thousands of different applications. You don't need a lot, all right? You need a system to be able to store stuff. You need a system to be able to communicate and market. And pretty much that's it. It's all you need is a compulsory sort of or a mandatory sort of area. After that, the systems you need will depend on your own business. So I help people to work out in their mind what is it they actually need as opposed to what they want. What is it they actually need in their business as opposed to what everybody keeps on telling them they want, all the different marketing that they get, and how to wade through that. And then the most important part is when we talk about time and freedom, time is created by the right systems and the right people in the bus. And so building a team is vital to be able to make sure your business and you can get freedom from your business. And so I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how I started to create that, some of the processes that I went through, and again, getting back into why, all right, getting back into why. So the first thing I really looked at was I had things everywhere. I had things on my laptop, I had things and saved on a drive, I had things saved in a server, right? And also done is, when cloud-based activities come back, and so I've put everything into a cloud-based activity or a cloud-based storage system. I chose Google Drive. The reason I chose Google Drive is really simple, is Google is the greatest, biggest search engine in the world. And so if I'm going to use something, I want to actually leverage every single thing I have. Now, there's nothing wrong with a Microsoft or the different, I series of situations, the iCloud. There's nothing wrong with Dropbox. There's nothing wrong with all the other systems. It's just that I wanted to actually find freedom. And if I'm going to find freedom, I've got to leverage every single application that I do. And so I looked at it. I looked at all of them. I measured them out and said, which one can give me the most amount of leverage and time if I use it? And Google come up trumps, and it still does, in my opinion. All right. And so if you want to help with that, by all means, give us a tingle. All right. Send us a message, and I'll help you to understand what's best for you, because Google might not be best for everybody. All right. Definitely best for my environment. And so once I got my storage capacity, get your storage capacity right, once you've got your storage and everything in place, I had to look at how do I actually now start to automate things? How do I actually start to remember different pieces? How do I actually automate my marketing? How do I actually do those things? Because it's about time. And so I looked, and I've been through multiple different CRMs, client relationship management systems. There's things like everything starting from, I think, MailChimp, which just does automatic emails, all right, all the way through to some very high-end things like HubSpot and stuff like that. And so I looked around and I tried multiple. I tried about 8 or 9 different CRMs until I found CRM Hub, right? And we ended up developing our own platform for that. And it's an all-in-one system. And why I chose that is because it's time. Now I wanted to manage my diary. I wanted to manage my calendar. I wanted to manage my marketing systems. I wanted to manage my social media. I wanted to make sure that all my websites are in the right spot. I wanted to do everything that I sell, everything that I do is actually in CRM Hub. It does it all for me. And so I don't need 15 different applications. I need one. And so I actually chose that, and I've developed that ourselves within our CRM Hub and productivity company. And so that's another piece that you want to do, is make sure you've got a CRM that suits your purpose. Let me tell you, after about 8 or 9 different CRMs, you don't want to change once, all right? Changing once was hard. Changing twice actually becomes a little bit easier. But once you really change and make a change and choose, and you get the right one, and we've now got the right one, I'm sure of it, it's hard to change. Don't just go out there and get one that's because it's cheap or it's free. All right, it will cost you money. Time is money. And the third one was people, right? So getting the right people. So sometimes you need people sitting in the desk beside you so you can actually bandy around things. I actually found the best way to get freedom is not have an office at all. All right. Yes, I have a home office, but my office is wherever I am. And so once you set up the right systems, you then actually can empower people to be working from home and working in a free environment themselves. And if you can empower your team to have a sense of freedom and not be available all the time, you are actually going in the right direction. And so you've got to have people available for your business at your business hours, but you need to have people that are trapped. So if you want to get freedom, you've got to actually work out in your team how you give them some of the freedom they're looking for as well. And so there's some of the ideas. That's some of the reasons why we do Hot Seat, is to pick up tips and tricks from different business owners about why they're in business, why are they doing what they do. And there's a greater purpose. I love to help entrepreneurs. I love to help business owners. That gets me out of bed every morning. But the one thing, my one big why, is I have a team of people in the Philippines in a place called Cebu. And my biggest why is to empower them and to help them to be able to grow and to be able to have employment, right? To create stable employment for them, and also to be able to help their communities. And so I have a big passion to be able to help community and to be able to build community. And so I love to be able to help anyone. And so within the Transformational Hub, all our team members, not all of our team members, we've got a couple of Australians, we've got Wayne and Jason. All right, but we have a number of different people within the Philippines who are exceptionally good at what they do. But I also look, when we're employing people, I look for people who can leverage, who have got the same desire, the same passion. And so getting a very clear mission and vision for your business can then attract the right people. And so I've got the right people sitting in my bus. And so when I'm driving the bus and we're going in a direction, they're all coming in, they're all with me, right? They don't want to get out. And unfortunately, sometimes we work out a little bit down the track that people are not the right people. And as we stop at the next bus stop, they say, look, it's time for me to get out. This is not the right bus for me. Now, that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And we get somebody else to come back on the bus. And so having a why, having a clear purpose, a clear understanding of why you do business is biggest part, and it'll actually generate your energy and help you. And so Hot Seat is about in getting involved with many, many business owners. And if you're a business owner that's got a big why, a big purpose in life, I want to hear from you. I want to put you into the hot seat to be able to get you to actually help other people to understand there's a bigger purpose and a bigger reason than just doing your job, all right? There's a bigger purpose than just making money, right? This world needs game changers. We need people who will change the world, who are not afraid to do something different. And if that's you, give us a buzz. So that's it for Hot Seat today. All right, a little snippet into the life of Kel Holliday, right? Kel, I prefer to be called, the head adventurer of a transformational group of companies. And my biggest why is, how do I help you get time and freedom? We are the freedom creators, and the time creators will help you create the time you never thought possible. And if that's you, you needing help, give us a yell. We are more than happy to help you out. So that's it for the today. Have an awesome week again, and we'll see you again next week in the hot seat.
Thanks for joining us here at Hot Seat. It's been an amazing, amazing event. It is a place where you can actually enjoy and be inspired by the why of others, the drive of the purpose and the passion. Please like and share this podcast with as many people as you can to inspire them to make a difference in this world. Have an awesome day. Unleash.